Hi again, tis Dave Smith, the Possibility Professor, and welcome to another short video in the series to help you bridge the possibility gap. Today you're going to talk about mistakes. You know, those things that we're afraid of. Why is it that we know that we learn from our mistakes and yet we are so afraid of making them? It's odd, isn't it? You know, the great Zig Ziglar, who sadly passed away recently, said, you've made some mistakes and you may not be where you want to be, but that has nothing to do with your future. And if you look at other great performers like Michael Jordan, the basketball player, who is renowned for winning so many matches and scoring so many points, but as he says himself, that's because he was prepared to fail more than most people. He missed about 9,000 shots in his career, but he was prepared to take a shot. And Thomas Edison, who famously had about 10,000 experiments before he actually got a light bulb working, and people would say, why do you keep going? How do you keep going with all those failures? And to him, they weren't failures. He just found more ways not to make a light bulb. They were just experiments that didn't give him the result that he wanted. He wasn't afraid to make mistakes. He wasn't afraid to have a go. And what is it that keeps us back? If we learn from our mistakes, why don't we make more of them? Let's get out there and do that. But we're afraid of being judged, aren't we? So think about that. We're afraid of the judgment of other people. I also find it interesting that great leaders, you know, a great leader is someone who, when he makes a mistake, will admit his mistakes and learn from it and move on. It's a sign of a great leader. It's a shame that so many politicians are the opposite of that, isn't it? So many politicians are never wrong and will use spin to cover up their mistakes or change them, and perhaps even begin believing it themselves. The result being, perhaps they don't learn from it and they don't necessarily make the best leaders. So to be a great leader of yourself and to be great leaders ourselves, let's not be afraid to make mistakes. Let's get out there, have a go, make a mistake, learn from it, move on and up. Onwards and upwards. Until the next time, 'tis Dave Smith, the Possibility Professor.